What's up, guys? Bry2J back with an all-new Yay Toys Plus, and today's review is going to be on the Metacom Mafex number 85 John Wick figure from John Wick Chapter 2. So, real quick, I missed out on the first release figure, and then I knew I really wanted to get a John Wick, and then the Mezco release came about, and that's on pre-order. Cannot wait till February, and then I'll do a comparison video between those two figures. So I missed out on the first one, and I was kind of bummed because as quick as it came out, it was gone. And then today I scroll through Instagram as I do on the regular, and Image Anime popped up on my feed with John Wick Chapter 2 figure being in stock, and I was like, okay, perfect, I need it, hold me one, I'll be right there. They hooked me up as usual, so thank you guys. And here I have it, and now I can review it for you guys. I've only been posing them around now for maybe a handful of hours, but I've already liked this figure. So, rambled on enough. Now I'm gonna give you guys a closer look at Baba Yaga himself, John Wick. And here's John Wick, and I have to say, I'm super grateful to finally own my own. I was really bummed when I missed out on the first version of the figure, and from what I remember, pictures and other reviewers' reviews was like it was a black shirt and a different head sculpt. But now I have the Chapter 2 version, and I don't mind, because I finally own John Wick. This figure is fantastic, okay? Mafex, they did a solid job, hands down. I think it is just a perfect figure. And I'm really happy that other companies are doing John Wick figures. I know we have Diamond Select coming out eventually, from what I remember from Toy Fair. We have Mezco coming out with theirs in February next year. And when that figure comes out, I will own it, because I do have it on pre-order. And I will do a comparison between those two, okay? So, and if I have the Diamond Select version by then too, I'll do a triple comparison. But, the fact that we finally have John Wick in figure form outside of customs, I think it's just great. And for those of you that are into the whole suited body thing, this is a perfect suited body, okay? Really, really clean looking, really, really nice looking. I'm really happy. Let's talk about paint and detail. Paint and detail, I think the head sculpt came out decent. It's not quite Keanu Reeves, but certain angles, the more I stare, the more I see it. The hair came out really cool. It's that droopy Keanu Reeves look from the movie, so that's pretty awesome. I feel like the paint for the beard came out fantastic. He's a little light in skin tone, but not terrible. And for the rest of the figure, you know, you got the wrinkles where the natural flow would be in a suit. One of my favorite things right here, let me try to get that to zoom if it wants to. So, right here on his left ring finger, he has the wedding band, because it's who he's about, you know? Like, she died, and then things happen, and she never left him. And I think that's great that they painted the ring. It's not just on this hand. It's on any of the left hands for this figure. So yeah, really, really awesome that they did that. The tie is sculpted in black, and it's glued on to about the bottom of the torso, for the mid-torso. And then it has a little bit of flexibility here for better range. The belt buckle came out really nice. I think they did a great job on that. The pants came out really clean. You get the nice shiny black shoes, look really fantastic. There's everything from like the cufflinks. It's just really hands down painted nice. And I'm really grateful that we got a really clean John Wick. He comes with a handful of accessories, which I'll talk about in a moment. But right now I want to talk articulation. So the head is on a ball peg. as you see there. And it has decent range to look down. It goes back about that far, side to side a little bit, and you know the head does pop off if you do that, but whatever. Head and neck are on a separate piece. As for the arms, the suit jacket is a pliable material, so it's not connected to the arms. You do have decent range all the way up. Did they go a little bit further than that? Yeah, so right about there. The arms have a drop-down method. There's no bicep swivel, but there's that hidden shoulder joint to give them better flexibility, better range of motion in the arms. As for the elbows, they go in about... yeah, they're double jointed, so you get pretty decent range there. Regular Mafex peg for the wrist. They slide on pretty easy. I would still do some therapy. I know I had to do therapy with Deadpool, so just in case, do therapy with your John Wick. For the torso, he can crunch in about there. Goes back about there. He does have an he does have a waist swivel, which is cool. You do have drop down method in the legs to kick out a little bit more forward than normal. Back about there. He does have a little bit of mobility there for the thigh. Single jointed knees because he's not a superhero, he's a regular guy, but they go in pretty far, and that's pretty cool. He does have swivel and ankle pivot on the shoe, and Mafex ankle pivot is always great. He does have toe joint, which is nice too. I do like the toe hinge. So yeah, really decent amount of articulation with John Wick. Now let me talk about the accessories. So here is one of my all-time favorite accessories ever. This is Dog. Okay? That's right, his name is Dog. If you guys have seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. So when John finished doing all his killing in the first film, he went to a vet place, and he stole some sutures and fixed himself up, but released Dog. And Dog has been by his side throughout all of Chapter 2 and Chapter 3, and that's awesome that we get Dog. Dog looks pretty beefy. Get the nice white paint for the fur. I think that's awesome. His eyes came out perfect. The face sculpt is perfect. There's not a whole lot of articulation with Dog, but it's okay. You just get enough to have him be expressive, so he can go left and right with ease and just give John his attention and all his love. Actually, and there's a little bit of rocker too there, so that's awesome. So you can get him to actually look up and down and sideways and stuff, and that's pretty cool. Dog has balance between his front left and back right paws. I'll show you guys right now. So let me move my camera down so you can see it. It's in that walking pose right there, so it does have decent balance. And I do love the fact that we get Dog because Dog is awesome. All dogs are awesome, but this is Dog, and it's perfect for John Wick, and I really love that we get him. Now, let's talk about the rest of the accessories. Real quick, you do get the display base, which I rarely ever use, except for flying characters and stuff. These work for Marvel Legends too. But, traditional 3-part display base with all the, articulation there. I don't use these for things like this, but all Mafex come standard with it, and that's pretty cool. First accessory I'm going to talk about, that's, an actual accessory, because I don't count Dog as an accessory, because it's Dog. So, here's John before, and here's John after. And I absolutely love this head sculpt. I might just be leaving this one on at all times. Same thing, the face sculpt is pretty awesome. I do like the way the cuts came out. This looks more like Keanu Reeves than the other head, in my opinion. I feel like this is more him. They captured it better on this head, and that's awesome. And because of the ball peg, you know, you get the same range of motion in the head, yada, yada, yada. But it's pretty great that we have that brooding. He just did a lot of damage. John, you know, like, this is awesome. The hair is sculpted, but the front bangs are not sculpted onto the head. Or onto the face, I mean. And it's cool that we got the cuts. Really awesome. So that is primarily one of my favorite things about this figure, outside of dog. Can't get enough of that. So yeah. Guns, lots of guns. He comes with 4. He comes with a pump shotgun. And it's the traditional shotgun used in the film where, let me just move him out of the way so I can focus this better. Paintwork looks nice. You can see the shell is ready to be loaded in. Oh, excuse me. So the shell's ready to be loaded in, and it's just his way of like sliding them in and shooting. Looks really cool. Nice sculpt work. Really, really nice. Next up, you get an assault rifle. And at first, I thought this was rubber. Okay? Get this to focus there. Yeah, at first I thought this handle was the strap was rubber. It looked like it in the box, but they give you an actual fabric strap. And that is really cool of Mafex to do that. Because I feel like the rubber one would have like broken down and snapped over time. Really, really cool. It looks like you have the spare mag on the side, and you do have there's some like gold paint work in there for like the slide. Really, really cool. I like this a lot. This is just really awesome. I'm not a gun nut, so I don't know names, but I know it's an assault rifle. But yeah, really, really cool looking. Next up for guns, you have this pistol here. Really nice sculpt work, paint work. And then you get a larger version of it here. Same nice sculpt and paint. Looks really, really cool. Then you get alternate hands. These are the last of the accessories. So he comes out of the box with the open hands, with the relaxed hands. Okay? So you get one trigger finger. I would have liked dual, but I get it. So you get one. You do get what you call it? You get a pair of fists. So you get open fists, and yep, the ring is there. Don't know if the light's catching it, but yeah, the ring is there. Then you get two different relaxed hands. Right? Well, actually, one is a grip hand. Sorry, not relaxed. One is a grip hand. That's the left. Okay? And it took me a minute to figure out why, but then I thought about it. I'm like, okay, it's for this. When he holds the assault rifle, you know, it'll be like that. And then you get a pair. Sorry, not a pair, but you get an open, semi-open hand, and that's going to be when he grips his gun and does all his, you know, John Wick sideways shooting. So there's that. And then lastly, my favorite of the hands, you guys already know the story, he killed a guy with the pencil. So yes, Mafex decided to include the hand that has the pencil to do the killing. And that's pretty wild. I love that. That's for the right hand. I'm going to put that on him right now. Yeah. Just hands down one of the better figures I've gotten this year. I really like it. I want to give a special shout out to my wife, who knew that I was going to miss out on this. So today she basically bought it for me. So that's really awesome. So I have a great wife, and I love her dearly. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to wrap up this video, because he doesn't come with anything else. Yeah, it's just pretty awesome of a figure. Actually, you know what? Maybe I can compare them to something real quick. The closest thing I have here, I have a figure art Ant-Man. This is the one with the Paul Rudd head. Oh, camera falling. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Sorry guys. Camera falls from time to time. Alright. So yeah. This is the Ant-Man that came with the sorry, this is not the one that had the ant. This is the one that came with the Paul Rudd head. And I feel like they're in scale. It does work, actually. Huh. Because typically figure art is smaller. Let's see, what else do I have over here that I can compare him to? I could compare him to the Hasbro Lightning Collection White Ranger, which is still a decent figure. Tommy's a little taller, in my opinion. And then lastly, we'll go with another non-superhero. We'll go with one of my personal favorites, the Mezco Vigilante Daredevil figure. And he's taller. I can't wait to do the comparison between him and the Mezco John Wick. Alright, well, that's about it for me. Sorry for the oops with the camera. You know, random things happen. But we keep it real. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And of course, you can follow me on social media. You can follow me, Bry_2J, on both Twitter and Instagram. Please follow the channel, Yay Toys Plus, on Instagram. And of course, you could find a ton of other cool things, as just like this video, on InnerCityGeeks.com. Yeah, that's going to be it for me. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.